We've heard a lot about intra-Africa connectivity, a lot of the stakeholders talking about what needs to develop, what needs to change, sourcing for aircraft financing, for a lot of the fleets. For Kenya Airways, you've had very significant changes within your fleet over the last couple of years. Where are you looking to develop the fleet? Give us a 5-year outlook.
Okay. So for Kenya Airways, we continue to be big in Africa. 83% of my destinations portfolio are Africa. We just recently launched Maputo, our 37th destination in Africa. We are having a fleet plan that we need to source for, but our focus will still continue being connecting Africa because that lines up with our mission. So we will continue growing much more of Africa. We've seen even from the Airbus study, there are a lot of African city pairs that are not fully connected, and we are looking at servicing and filling that hole.
There's a lot of conversation about intra-Africa connectivity, not too much about intercontinental connectivity. Where is Kenya Airways looking to develop its intercontinental route traffic pairs over the next couple of years?
Okay. So once we build a strong portfolio of Africa, we still connect it globally. So we are part of the SKYTEAM umbrella group. We do have flights to New York. We're actually ramping that up. We are looking at possibly even double daily next year. Currently, we're doing 10 a week. We do fly to London, Paris, and Amsterdam. We have also flights to Dubai, of course, Mumbai, and in the Far East, we do fly to Bangkok and China. So we are looking at a secondary point, possibly in China, and also Europe. We look at more growth in Europe. And this is because the answer for Africa is also connecting it globally there, bringing more of your foreign direct investment, bringing more and connecting families. So that's very critical for us. And the good relationship between most African countries, we've seen that with Kenya and the USA, means it becomes quite possible for us to increase our footprint out there. But definitely we also rely heavily on our partners. And in this case, we are talking about your SkyTeam partners. They continue to be relevant and we'll continue growing much more with them.
Final questions, just bring it all in. We've heard a lot about opening the market, having good policy change, reforming the industry, better positioning African airlines. SAATM as well is in the conversation. A lot of dialogue, a lot of conversation, not too much action. What action would you like to see taking place in the industry with regards to opening it up and SAATM as well?
Actually, we are one of the beneficiaries of SAATM. Kenya is a ratified member of SAATM. We have flights that we do utilize fee freedom. So we have a mini hub concept in Ghana, where from Ghana we fly to Monrovia. We fly from Ghana, we go to Dakar. We also go to Freetown. And all these have fee freedoms. So we are beneficiaries of SAATM, and as much as it's not moving as fast as it's supposed to move, and that's really driven more or less on the viability of some of these routes. So when you have two of Africa's biggest countries like Nigeria and South Africa trading more with, let's say, Netherlands as opposed to each other, it becomes quite hard for you now to conceptualize using SAATM for flights into Central African Republic, connect to a third country within Africa. So we want the viability to be, and we are growing our hub, which is JKIA. So we want to connect everything to Nairobi and then take it onwards. So there is room for SAATM. There are some niche markets for SAATM, but that won't be the answer. The answer here will be increased trade within Africa. So African Continental Agreement, that one will encourage more trade between African countries. And from that, we will be able to fill in the gap. So it's more fast, let's trade, fast, let's connect more, and then the demand, and then we will definitely utilize this. But we prefer connecting Nairobi to the whole of Africa.